Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. My day is going great. I'm in my storage closet right here. So we are going through 52 weeks. We are on week 37. We are at the end, pretty much going through different areas. Now, we're talking this month about storage areas, and this is your attic, your basement. It depends on where you have. Now, for myself, we did our garage. You know the garage, it's really sweating hot out there. I gotta wait till it gets way cooler to do that out there. And then we do have attic space in our home, but we don't store anything up there because I feel like it would melt. And we don't have basements because you don't have basements in Florida. So in our home, or I think in Florida, a lot of people have storage units. They go up all the time. I'm like, why are they everywhere? And I'm like, I see why they're everywhere, because you don't have that much space in your house. But I'm like, do you really need that much space in your house? You just gotta go through it. Why would you pay to put your stuff somewhere unless you're moving or something? Just kind of weed through, see what you use, see what you don't use. So your storage place may look different. We have, for me, a storage area. This is one. This is part of my kitchen here. That's kind of like my kitchen storage. I store, there's cords hanging down. All my appliances and shopping bags and some pans and our water bottles for hurricane are stored in here. This is what we got going on. We also have a storage room upstairs, a closet, and that is like I call that my attic storage. That's where I store all my containers. I'm going to get to that another day, another time this month. We're going to be working on that another day this month, or another time this month. So I'm like, this is something that's been on my list to do, and I'm like, I just got to do it. You just got to do it. And so it's one of those like, all right, what do I do with it? So for me, we have a lot of different appliances. I have done online world. You get sent a lot of appliances over the years to do things, and then I've also accumulated a lot of appliances over the years because I've been cooking in my kitchen for a long, long time. And every birthday, every Christmas, all the holidays, all those things. What kind of appliance do you want? What do you need? What do you do? So I've gone through different things, and I'm like, what do I keep? What do I not? And we've had things that we love through different seasons and things that we don't love through different seasons. Like right now, I'm loving my dough machine. Love my dough machine. I've not really used, I had like a mixer right here. This was probably one of my favorite things back in the day, and then I don't really use it at all anymore. I do for certain things, but like it had a dough hook, and I'm like, I just mix it by hand. But my dough machine is one of my favorite appliances. So that has made a spot in my kitchen because I use it all the time. So that is in my kitchen cupboards in there. I'm like, okay. So then this stores all the rest of the things that I have. So what are things that we do have? We have crock pots. Crock pots I do use it a lot. I have one right here, and I have a longer one, it looks like a baking dish. Favorite 2 crock pots ever. So I have those crock pots. I also have a massive chopping machine, which is a beast, and I love it when I'm doing huge prep work. So will I get rid of that? No, not until I stop meal prepping for my kids. Are gonna have to grow up a little bit, and it's just gonna have to become like Greg and I, that I won't need this anymore. And then we have like a fry daddy back there. I like frying foods. I like the small one. We got rid of the big one, passed that along to somebody that could use it. Small one works good enough for what we could use it for. But we have like a waffle maker, and it's like, we don't really make waffles right now, but I'm like, will they eventually like waffles? I don't know. The small little one just seems to do the job. And so just a lot of random things. Ice cream machine. We have not used the ice cream machine. I made the pineapple stuff, and it was really good, but do I need that? No, I don't need it. It's just one more thing to have. So we also have an air fryer. It's like one of those things tonight when it's really hot. It's nice to use. I put this outside in the summer to cook things in, but do you need it? Along with a food dehydrator, it's one of those things. It's great for that once a year that you want to dehydrate, cinnamon, applesauce, cinnamon ornaments, but it's like one of those things, do you need it? So it's one of those things, like, this is the cupboard where I struggle with, because I'm like, I don't want to get rid of something if I'm going to eventually use it again. So going through kind of straight, and then like, mandolin chopper. Mandolin chopper, I use it once a year for Greg's guampies to cut his cucumbers thin. That's it. It's the only thing I use on it. So do you keep it for just that? So I know, decision. Those are the hard parts, but that's the key. Is what are we going through? What are we doing today? So I'm going to clean mine out in here to kind of decide what I'm going to do with my things in here, and then that's what you're going to do with yours. You're going to declutter and sort through your stored items, wherever that is. Might be your attic, because it's going to take you a long time if you got a big attic or a basement. So I'm going to focus on this closet. This will give me something to do today. Okay, so I realized my massive food chopper has a flat thing up a layer, which I did not know about. So that may replace mandolin chopper. We'll see. I'll hold on to this. It's one of those things like I don't really use. I'll set it aside. But these things will go into a place of maybe, because we use the big giant beast of a chopper, and I just chop up things. So I do have like a little container down here that kind of holds everything all the pieces for all these bigger pieces of equipment. All right, so I've gone through here. I'm like, it's gonna be one of those trial runs. Do I get rid of it? Do I not? So the vacuums do go in here. I don't mind the steamer. Do I love the steamer? I don't love the steamer. I don't mind it. We just have a lot of floor space, and my Norwex pad works great, so will that go out the door? Maybe the kids like the plug-in vacuum, they like the stick vacuum. So I don't know, I feel like with kids, they can break vacuums real quick, like real quick. So I don't mind having 2 of those vacuums for now in here, but we'll see. So for now, it's empty. I've got this in here, and I'll have to put my slow cooker in here. We'll have empty shop, but that's okay. I have a big giant muffin tin because I do use that big one once in a while. And behind here, I saved my rack for my sink because it is like $50. And will I ever go back to it? I don't know. Right now, I don't mind having just the sink. Will it change? Maybe as kids grow, and then these shelves are way out of the way. Definitely not, you know, it just holds my bags up there. So sorting, that's all we had to do today. I came across a bag here that I like keep that forever. Do I ever put anything in it? No, I never put anything in it. It's a humongous bag. I don't use it for anything. Jensen's hat, I don't know how that got in there, the Bucky hat, and a cord. So I'll put that out. So I've got a pile of stuff here, like my Keurig pieces, one of my choppers, because I already have a chopper. I've got a bunch of cookie drying racks, so I've got extra. It's like, how many does one person need? My air fryer. Will we use that? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. And then what else do we have over there? We have, ooh, the waffle machine, because we have a small one, and it seems to do just fine. I don't know. Will that be all we do? We're just gonna have to see. But today was just kind of going through, sorting. This stuff will now sit over here, and I'll kind of stare at it for a while and see what I want to do with it. But good enough. Good enough. The key is you're sorting through. You don't necessarily have to throw out just yet. You're just decluttering and sorting through. So let's go to the next area. So this month, because we're moving right along, we are going to prioritize self-care. And it's gonna look like a variety of different things. But for this week, what I want you to focus on, and this depends on how you believe and what you do, and I guess for finances, because not everybody has the resources to do it, and it's to schedule a well checkup. Well checkup, dental, vision, anything you've been putting off for years to do. I know for myself, I've gone through different seasons in life where we didn't have insurance, and where we had to self-pay everything, and so it was expensive. So I didn't go, and that's fine. God took care of me. It was good. And then there's seasons where I just couldn't because of life and kids, and you have other priorities going on. So sometimes it's important to do a check-in, do a checkup, make sure everything's doing great. Some people don't at all, and that's okay too. I'm not a advocate saying you have to do those things. I think it's just if you feel led to do it, then do it. There's times where I don't. People would say you should go to the doctors, especially for my menopause. You should go to the doctors and get all checked. And so, and I haven't, and that's okay. That's quite all right. It's just at that time where you have to have that peace to go, and where you feel like it's something you need to do. If I need to, if I'm having issues, then I will. But just kind of like, I feel like for myself, it's like having babies. You know, a lot of women will do certain things because they say it's not good to do or it's good to do. And if I realize that if I just kind of let my body do its thing, it does it naturally. So I'm finding menopause, I don't want to talk about too much about it because I haven't gone through it. So I haven't gone through it completely. So it's one of those things where I don't feel like I can be know all the answers. I don't have all the answers to everything, but I'm just going to be able to share my experience and what I'm doing and what I've been going through. And so I've been reading a lot of things online and getting a lot of different advice from people. And I was like, all right, God, women forever have been going through this. And it's like, I'm not the first one to experience things. Yes, if I have emergency symptoms or emergency things that are concerning, I will definitely seek medical professional help. But the otherwise, I'm like, okay, I just need to kind of go into and see how I can do this myself a little bit, which is good, not for everybody, but just when I'm feeling good. It's kind of like having 10 kids. It's not for everybody, but I'm thankful I did because I see how my body reacted. I saw when I stopped having kids, how things in my body showed up more. And so I was like, okay, I can see the cycle of things. And so for you, for us, however that's gonna look, maybe schedule a well checkup, get things checked. It's good to do teeth. Teeth are important. Teeth are one of those things that a lot of it's connected to your teeth. If you can't go to the dentist because it's expensive, I get you. Been there, done that. One thing that's helped me over the years when I couldn't go is coconut oil. Now, coconut oil, you can look up this thing called oil pulling online. I did this for a long time. It helped. I wish I would have learned about that a long time ago when you question going to the dentist, going out, or getting a tooth pulled because it was cheaper than having stuff down, or even root canals, all those things. Oil pulling. Do a little bit of research on oil pulling. Just taking coconut oil in your mouth and squeezing it between your teeth. I'm telling you what, like, if I wish I would have done that more in the beginning, probably would have saved a lot of teeth, probably would have saved a lot of root canals, but I saw what it did to my teeth and how it healed a few things in my mouth where I didn't need care. Then there were some that were kind of already needed care, but I couldn't do it, so I did the oil pulling for a while. I did have to take care of it eventually, but that oil pulling kind of got me through. So it's one of those things I wish I would have known then, what I know now type things, but oil pulling, look into that. Coconut oil, I just use the cheap stuff I use the stuff I got from Big Lots. It'd be the same stuff I get from Walmart, and I put a little dish in my shower, put it in your mouth, kind of squeeze it between your teeth, kind of squish it around, and then you're not supposed to throw it in your drain. I'm not telling you to do that. You gotta be careful wherever you put it in your tub, toilet, or tub, and it's gonna get all over the place and be very slippery, so you have to very carefully spit it down your drain. I do it very slow. I know, don't come after me. Very slow with the warm water on as it's going down, because you don't want to swallow it. If you do a big chunk of it, it's like oil, it'll get hard. Florida, it doesn't even get hard in the cupboard, so I can't imagine it getting hard in my pipes. I know, I didn't say that, but I did. So real slow. Did that in the mountains too, and so it helped a lot. It also helps whiten your teeth as well. Is it a miracle cure-all? No, but along with healthy diet and other things, it can really help that. So look into oil pulling if you can't get to a dentist right away. I know there's a lot of things that I've looked at. I know a lot of friends that did different things. I was like, oh wow, there's actually like a tooth powder you can use, and there's a bunch of stuff. There's always an alternative resource to things. So look that up. I don't know about vision. I don't really know much about vision. I know people talk about going out in the sun without sunglasses on, how that helps your eyes. I don't know, or how it resets your eyes. Something to look into to see. But just things that to be aware of. If you know that you gotta lose some weight, I know myself I do, okay, then work on it a little bit. If you need to make better choices in food, make some better choices in food. It's a good thing, but if you need that little push and that little help, schedule yourself a doctor's well care visit. And if you can't, look into like a clinic. Sometimes they have women's clinics where they're free. I know sometimes getting those women's areas all checked out, it gets costly. I understand it gets costly. And so look into like health department, clinics, things like that. Sometimes they offer things where they will help women out because I understand medical is very expensive. So this month we're going to prioritize self-care. That's one thing. So check in with a doctor, or make sure you do a reevaluation of your life and your body, all those good things. So, all right, let's go to the next one. And this month for our healthy routine is going to be serving with joy. This is something I enjoyed doing very much in my life. It brought me a lot of joy, a lot of purpose, a lot of goodness in my life. Even though it was one more thing added to my life when it was extra busy, it never felt that busy. It was just something that I just enjoyed doing. The Bible talks about each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others. And so this month we're going to talk about different things to serve with joy, and it's volunteering at church. If you can, I understand if you can't, that's okay. I know from my own personal experience when I was, I felt led to help and step up and serve in our kids ministry at church and do things. It was like, it just flowed. And then it was like, I saw the need. I saw the need for organizing things. I'd walk into the classrooms and they'd just be volunteers helping, so everything would be a mess. There'd be, crayons, markers, broken things, this and that. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I could totally clean this up. I could organize this and put this, because I like doing that. It's something I enjoy doing. I enjoy putting things together. I enjoy putting curriculum together. I do those things. And so it just naturally happened where I was able to use my gifts, help serve in my local church in the kids ministry, and do things where it wasn't a burden. It was actually a blessing because it helped me. It was something I was able to do on my time. I was also able to do other things, and just it worked out. God works those things out for good. But just serving with joy, helping kids are a great thing. Sometimes people say, well, I don't believe in kids ministry. Yeah, but even pouring into those kids that little bit makes a difference. I remember myself, I grew up Catholic, not really going to church, but just occasionally, I guess, the catechism classes, but nothing, holidays, that kind of stuff, but not really practicing, I guess is the word. And I still remember going with my friend to Vacation Bible School. And I remember going, and I had so much fun. I came home from this Baptist church, and I was little, and I still remember how much fun I had. Did I remember learning about Jesus? I remember hearing slightly about Jesus. It was more about the fun. It was more about the snacks, but I really enjoyed being there. So as I've grown as an adult, I see both sides of people saying, well, you shouldn't make it so much like the worldly fun for kids. You should make it more reverent and this and that. But I'm like, I do see how that funness, enjoyable, and still teach the Word of God and still bring fun things, show that love, can help a child that's maybe struggling and doesn't always have that foundation. And so I think my perspective on ministry in that way has changed a lot, because people say, oh, youth group's no different than worldly group, and they're playing worldly music, and I'm not condoning their saying it's okay or anything, but I can see both sides. I can see what people do it. I can see what people are against it. And so that's where I feel like you have to be led to do your own decision in life and where God has you in your things. But kids ministry, there is a need. There is a need to be with those little kids, to encourage them to smile, to show up every week, because they look for consistency. The children's ministry is like a, turnaround rate is huge, because people get burned out and they don't want to do it, yada, yada, yada. And it's like kids want to come to someone who's smiling. Kids want to come to someone who's going to show up every week consistently and be there. And use those gifts that you have just to be an encouragement. If you enjoy doing curriculum and doing those things, I enjoy that. I put it all together. That was my favorite thing to do. I enjoyed putting all the supplies together, organizing the closets, getting everybody's supplies out every single week. So all they had to do was show up and be there for the kids. And so that was very encouraging for me. Miss those times, because that was a really good time in my life, and I really enjoyed it. So you're gonna volunteer if you can. Kids ministry, try it. Babies, infants. Do you know how many babies need to be held? How many babies get dropped off in nursery and just miss their mamas? Yes. I know they're crying. I know it's hard, but you know what? All they want to do is be loved, because they are scared too. So showing up and holding those babies for those mamas to give them a little bit of a break, because those mamas probably have not had a break. Yeah, but they shouldn't drop them off. Maybe those mamas, that's the only break they get. So if they can go hear the word of the Lord for an hour and get encouraged, hold those babies, love on them, show them that compassion. There's a place for all those, the kids ministry and children's ministry. I understand the need for those hugely. So that's what we're going to focus on this week, if you can. See where you are. And if you do volunteer at church or help in your church, let me know where you do in the comments below if you feel led to do that. That would be a wonderful thing. So, all right, 52 weeks. We're doing it. We're getting through 37, right? 37 weeks. We're going through so many things. I do have the book to this series. If you'd like it, it's linked below. Also with a lot of other books, a lot of encouraging books, fall books, cookbooks, school books. I've been on a book rampage, which has been a good thing. I wrote books many years ago, and then didn't publish any for many years, but had lots of ideas over the years. So this year was my time that, you know what, I have time. If you don't stare at your phone, you don't go out, you're not volunteering at church, you're not doing extra things, you got a lot of extra time on your hands. You'd be surprised. So putting my efforts into that has been encouraging for me. I know God did that when I wrote my first set of curriculum. It was like boom, boom, boom. I just put it out. It was like right away. And I was like, wow, quick, but time to do it. Just a different time and a different season in life to do those things. So if you want to support my channel and what I do, those are all linked below. Thank you for your support. I'm excited. Fall season's here. I've got a great little fall book, and the holidays will be coming. We'll have some more. So, all right, 52 weeks. You've done it. Proud of you. So you have a fantastic rest of your day. Watch in a few hours. We're going to be doing some more shopping hauls, and that'll be coming up in a little bit here. So you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in a little bit for that video. All right, see ya. Bye.